Bore da pawb. Can you believe it's Monday again? Oh, where do these days go? We better start with our good morning song and get this book underway. Barod. Bore da, sit oiti, bendigedig, bore da. Well, mae hi'n hyfryd allan heddiw. It's lovely outside there today. But before you go out, I've got a really funny book here. Can you remember last week I read you this true story of the three pigs? And remember I said that if it's a really old tale, we call them traditional tales, that people like to retell them using their own words. Well, this is one of those retellings. And it's called The Three Little Wolves and the Big Bad Pig. Look at this. There's the three little wolves sat having their lunch. There's a seagull hoping to pinch some off them. Just going to sort my camera out to stop it focusing all the time. Once upon a time, now it starts like a traditional tale, doesn't it? Once upon a time, there were three cuddly little wolves with soft fur and fluffy tails who lived with their mother. The first was black, the second was grey, and the third was white. One day the mother called the three little wolves around her and said, "My children, it is time for you to go out into the world. Go and build a house for yourselves, but beware of the big bad pig." "Don't worry, mother, we will watch out for him," said the three little wolves, and they set off. Look at this, she got rollers in her hair to make her hair curly and in her tail. And this one, look, and she's painting her toenails. Soon they met a kangaroo who was pushing a wheelbarrow full of red and yellow bricks. "Please, will you give us some of your bricks?" asked the three little wolves. "Certainly," said the kangaroo, and she gave them lots of red and yellow bricks. So the three little wolves built themselves a house of bricks. Now Mrs. Richards and Mr. Richards are building a house at the moment. And let me tell you something. Nobody gives you anything. So you can tell this is a story. Look at that wonky wall. That wall should be level with that spirit level there. As you can see, I'm learning as well. The very next day, the big bad pig came prowling down the road and saw a house of bricks that the three little wolves had built. The three little wolves were playing croquet in the garden. When they saw the big bad pig come in, they ran inside the house and they locked the door. The pig knocked on the door and grunted, little wolves, let me come in." "No, no, no," said the three little wolves. "By the hair on our chinny chin chins, we will not let you in. Not for all the tea leaves in the china teapot." Now that part's the same, isn't it? By the hair on my chinny chin chins. And they've got really hairy chinny chin chins, haven't they? "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said the pig. So he huffed and he puffed and he puffed and he huffed. But the house didn't fall down. It is starting to bend, which is a little bit of a worry, just from somebody huffing and puffing. But the pig wasn't called big and bad for nothing. He went and fetched his sledgehammer and he knocked the house down. The three little wolves only just managed to escape before the bricks crumbled, and they were very frightened indeed. "Oh no, look at this. He's like a demolition crew, isn't he?" "We shall have to build a stronger house," they said. Just then they saw a beaver who was mixing concrete in a concrete mixer. "Please, will you give us some of your concrete?" asked the three little wolves. "Certainly," said the beaver, and he gave them buckets and buckets full of messy, slurry concrete. So the three wolves built themselves a house of concrete. I wonder if they've had planning permission for this house. Look at this. Looks like a prison. No sooner had they finished than the big bad pig came prowling down the road and saw the house of concrete that the little wolves had built. They were playing battledore and shuttlecock in the garden, and when they saw the big bad pig come in, they ran inside their house and shut the door. The pig rang the doorbell and said, "Little frightened wolves, let me come in." "No, no, no," said the three little wolves. "By the hair on our chinny chin chins, we will not let you in. Not for all the tea leaves in our china teapot." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said the pig. So he huffed and he puffed and he puffed and he huffed, but the house didn't fall down. Thank goodness for that. Oh no. But the pig wasn't called big and bad for nothing. He went and fetched his pneumatic drill and he smashed the house down. The three little wolves managed to escape, but their chinny chin chins were trembling and trembling and trembling. Well, no wonder. You don't expect somebody to come with a pneumatic drill to break in your house, do you? "We shall have to build an even stronger house," they said, because they were very determined. Look at that. They're not giving up, are they? Just then they saw a lorry coming along the road, carrying barbed wire, iron bars, armoured plates and heavy metal padlocks. That's not something you see every day, is it? "Please, will you give us some of your barbed wire, a few iron bars and armour plates and some heavy metal padlocks," they said to the rhinoceros who was driving the lorry. "Sure," said the rhinoceros. "I can't believe how kind these animals are," and gave them plenty of barbed wire, iron bars, armour plates, heavy metal padlocks. He also gave them some plexiglass and some reinforced steel chains because he was a kind and generous rhinoceros. Too right he was. So the three little wolves built themselves an extremely strong house. It was the strongest, securest house one could possibly imagine. They felt very relaxed and absolutely safe. The next day, the big bad pig came prowling along the road as usual. The little wolves were playing hopscotch in their garden. When they saw the big bad pig come in, they ran inside their house, bolted the door and locked all the 67 padlocks. That must have taken forever. The pig pressed the video entrance phone and said, "Frightened little pigs with the trembling chins, let me come in." "No, no, no," said the three little wolves. "By the hair on our chinny chin chins, we will not let you in. Not for all the tea leaves in our china teapot." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said the pig. So he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed, but the house didn't fall down. I wouldn't have thought it would, to be honest. But the pig wasn't called big and bad for nothing. He brought some dynamite, laid it against the house, lit the fuse, and the house blew up. Wowzers, he is determined to get in. And look, they're running away with their china teapot. The little wolves just managed to escape with their fluffy tails scorched. That means, look, they've been really hot in the fire. "Something must be wrong with our building materials," they said. "We have to try something different." But what? At that moment, they saw a flamingo bird coming along, pushing a wheelbarrow full of flowers. "Oh, please, will you give us some flowers?" asked the little wolves. "With pleasure," said the flamingo bird. Wow, these animals are so kind, and gave them lots of flowers. So the three little wolves built themselves a house of flowers. How do you think this is going to work? Do you think sunflowers and daffodils and roses, do you think that's going to keep him out? One wall was of marigolds, one wall of daffodils, one wall of pink roses and one wall of cherry blossoms. The ceiling was made of sunflowers and the floor was a carpet of daisies. They had water lilies in their bath and buttercups in their fridge. It was a rather fragile house and it swayed in the wind, but it was very beautiful. Fragile. I wonder what fragile means. Now, I know that Caden in my class will know this because he often uses the word fragile, and fragile means that it's going to break really easily. Next day, the big bad pig came prowling down the road and saw the house of flowers that the little wolves had built. He rang the blue bell. Instead of doorbell, he got a blue bell and said, "Little frightened wolves with the trembling chins and the scorched tails, let me come in." "No, no, no," said the three little wolves. "By the hair on our chinny chin chins, we will not let you in. Not for all the tea leaves in our china teapot." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said the pig. But as he took a deep breath, ready to huff and puff, He smelt the soft scent of the flowers. It was fantastic, and because the scent took his breath away, the pig took another breath, and then another, and instead of huffing and puffing, he began to sniff. He sniffed deeper and deeper until he was quite filled with a fragrant scent. His heart became tender, and he realised how horrible he had been in the past. In other words, he became a big, good pig. He started to sing and to dance the tarantella. Look at him! He's changed. At first, the three little wolves were a bit worried, thinking it might be a trick. But soon they realised that the pig had truly changed. So they came running out of the house. They introduced themselves and started playing games with him. First, they played Pig Pog, and then Piggy in the middle. And when they were all tired, they invited him into the house. They offered him China tea and strawberries and wolfberries and asked them to stay with him as long as he wanted. The pig accepted, and they all lived together happily ever after. Did you expect that ending? I didn't expect the flowers to change him, did you? But it goes to show that even people who can be really, really nasty can actually change their ways and become very good, can't they? Wow, I really enjoyed that. I've got a couple more traditional tales for you this week. And one is the original story and two are retellings of the same story. So I shall see you tomorrow with Goldilocks and the Three Bears. See you soon, hwyl fawr. Hwyl fawr, ffrindiau. Hwyl fawr, ffrindiau. Hwyl fawr, ffrindiau. Mae'n amser dweud hwyl fawr. Twralwra banta ni, banta ni, banta ni. Twralwra banta ni, mae'n amser dweud hwyl fawr.